It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude, until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate. Ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renaissance Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renans, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different as someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example, but with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle!
Ow! Seriously, what the hell? You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Yes!
Excuse me!
Hey!
Really now?
What?
I see. Agreed.
Very nice.
Dohalim, the line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Hey, Alphen, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cislodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Hoodle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hoodle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hoodle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hoodle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hoodle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hoodle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Ah, get off of me, you insecure fluff ball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
We should be able to cook here.
Technique.
How are your weapons holding up?
Best not to give me any ideas.
As impressive as always.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
farther!
We turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Coming through!
Dragon form!
Throbs in pain. Lionheart! A fascinating art there.
Care to give it a try?
No. A little unrefined for my taste.
That's how you judge them?
Out of our way!
Dragon form!
Allow me to help you.
Explosive ring!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
What's with that shining foe over there?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Dragon form! Try this! Explosive!
With this, I can become even stronger.
I need something to eat.
Little help!
Grant me the strength!
Pierce evil!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case. Gotta break
Grant
through!
me the strength to march
Dragon
on!
form!
Flame! I'm ready!
Explosive ring!
My fists are crushing it out there!
Let's see what you've got. Victory is within reach.
Dig deep.
Impressive fervor, little one.
We are!
Undefeatable!
Unflappable.
Unfazable.
And most of all, we're free! I can't stop shaking. Gotta break through!
Grant me the strength to march
I'll
on!
take you all on! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hope there was improvement.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Get low!
Grant me the strength to march on!
We've turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right, no time to hold back. They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Cyslodia, realm of frost, snows, and colder souls.
Did something terrible happen to you here?
Isn't he just saying he's cold? Look out!
What the hell is that? Hey! You want a piece of me?
Stay calm, Law. It's coming for us.
You just had to make things difficult for us, didn't you?
What are you muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt!
Don't worry. I'll have this wrapped up in a flash. Explosive ring!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Take this!
I'll leave it to you!
Don't mind if I do.
I can carve through armor!
Lightning descent!
Far enough.
I'm only get lightning! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Hallelujah! A chain between heaven and earth!
Amazing.
A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine savior! Explosion!
Dragon Swarm!
Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Piercing! Hit!
Explosive ring!
Go get him!
No! Can't end here!
Don't... Spread! Dance in the wind!
Shine! Radiant
Airflow!
light! Force of
Power
restoring
up! Lightning!
Regenerate!
Downfall! I'm out of ammo!
Showtime!
Okay, this should do it!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Air pressure!
Resonate
with the earth!
Stalagmite!
Can't get out of this!
Yours to be let free! Dragon Swarm! Doubly in an instant! Impact Block!
Searing tempest!
What did I tell you? Don't get in our way!
Captivity!
River coming through!
Catapult!
Hard malevolence!
Can't move!
Don't leave me!
What
Here!
Flames?
Watch out! It's changing its attack! I'm going to use all the power of my healing arts to...
I owe you one.
Breath!
Is this it?
Where are you going? Don't get in my way! Here goes! I'll bring you back from death to this! Not on my watch!
I'll smash you!
Resuscitate him!
Not done yet!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
No rest for the wicked.
Lightning! Downfall! I'll bring you back
blind
from
you with
death's
a
abyss!
Dragon Swarm! Elusive deity!
Resuscitation!
Rotating pile driver! It's time!
Will this help?
Dragon Swarm! Can't move!
Forgive me.
What would I do without you?
No further!
I'll bring
Power
you back from
surges
death's
through
abyss!
me.
I owe you one.
Elusive deity!
Let me help! I'm birthday!
Okay, here I go.
Radiant?
Ready and raring!
I'm going to need you to illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer!
I'm ready.
Holy lamp! Chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning! Into the shadows! Vanish without a trace! Let the marksman handle it!
Breath of life!
Explosion!
Heal my weary
temple! I can't hold on much longer! Glacial spear!
I couldn't make it in time.
This'll come in handy. Glacial spear! Pierce this one's mine! Lightning
Breath of
orb!
life! Heal my weary companion!
Glacial spear!
Now.
In here! Freeze lancer! More for the stockpile!
Anything in armor is all mine! On your knees!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Resonate with the earth!
Celestial
Dragon Swarm!
Ice Prison!
Explosive
Lunar
ring!
Corruption!
I'll blind you into
Lunar
dust!
Blast!
Dance on the wind!
Raging
Dragon Swarm!
Spread! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! A whirling struggle!
This should do it!
Forth! Sleep now!
It's
getting stronger!
Switching up its movement!
No further!
Watch out!
Such unadulterated fury.
Glacial Spear!
Not today!
Awaken and recap!
Laser! In here!
Try harder!
Eat dirt! This'll come in handy!
Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Bloody howling!
Gale Force! Hurry! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Did... I can feel the medicine
On your knees! Now it's my turn!
Lunar Blast! Back into...
Back to this! On your knees!
Lightning! Raging Storm!
Dragon Swarm!
Got it! Now my chance!
Explosive ring!
I'm all stopped up! Illuminate
In a
the
bind?
sun! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Hold on to your art! Here I come! That'll bring you down!
Can't move!
Divine Flame!
Rupture!
Feel!
Forgive me.
No more playing nice!
That did it!
Oh, violent darting wind!
I'm gonna need more
Your
revenge.
dreams! Raging casting! Arch requires complete focus! Lightning raging cascade! Lunar corruption! In the wind! Lunar blast! A chain between heaven and earth! Searing flame!
Hurricane!
Lunar corruption! Shining
Dragon Swarm!
Raging cascade! Spread!
Explosive ring! I can't move!
Let the marksman handle this! Now! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Lunar corruption!
Anything in armor is all
Great! That'll make things easier.
I'm on it!
I hope this
Now you
medicine
see what
works
I
as
can... I'll
promised.
finish you here and now!
Water this time!
Can't it just make up its... Mine?
Mega Ray!
Talon Sword! There! Talon Hurricane!
Searing flame! Reload!
Far
In the
enough!
wind!
Prepare to be sealed!
Lunar corruption!
Eat this!
By the power of water!
Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray!
I'm on it! Dragon
Annihilation!
Swarm! Hurricane!
Raging storm!
Eagle's Eye! Explosive Ring!
Something's wrong with me.
You just say the word and I'm there.
I can't believe it's come to this.
Not in your dreams!
Armor won't save you!
By the power of water!
Easter!
Annihilation! Raging splendor!
I've let you all down.
Primed and
You'll
ready!
pay for that!
Radiant hit! Lightning condemned!
There! Nothing gets by me!
I'm out of ammo! A wailing
That did
Yankee
it.
of lightning! Resuscitate! Divine! Stay dance in the wind! Back into the way! This'll come in handy! By the power of water! Here, let me help. Where are you going? Whoa! Hey! One at a time!
Take this!
By the power of water!
Far enough!
Vanish without a razor
Hurricane!
Celestial
Rip and
river!
tear! I'm just getting started!
Explosion! Hear me! The blaze of fury! Burning! In here! Glacial spear!
Dragon
Hear the
Sword!
evil I'll touch away!
Try
Talon
this! Hurricane!
Freeze Lancer!
Can't move!
Supernova! I'll bring you back from death to birth! Hold on to your art! The enemy is going all out! Confiscated!
I owe you one. Super Swallow Dance! What's this?
Gemini Aqua!
I can handle it!
Where that came from?
Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing art!
Dragon Swarm! Eat this!
Raging
Dragon
Storm!
Swarm!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Illuminating
I'm just getting started!
Here's evil! Holy Land! A chain between heaven and earth!
Explosive Ring!
A wailing Yankee of lightning!
Burn!
Healing the
These
field!
fists have got your name on them!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Will this help? Carve!
I'll
Never miss!
Yours to be let free! I can carve through armor!
I'll heal you all!
Easter! I've let you all down!
Stay
away from my friends!
Winds of Gemini Aqua! Sleep now. This'll come in handy.
No further!
Denied! Coming through! Reload! A whirling struggle. I won't give up. Winds of heaven! Burst forth! Seal!
Dragon Swarm! Its defenses are down!
Get on
Try
in there
this.
with the others! Raging
Explosive
cascade!
Ring!
Spread! Too much to handle!
Dragon Swarm!
A whirling struggle. Winds of heaven! Now!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
A chain between heaven and earth. Wait! Where'd the water go?
It's all dried up! No!
Here!
It can't end here!
Get on it! It's... so bright!
It's a pain is what it is!
Too much to handle? Dance in the wind!
It's
Air
time.
not in your dreams! practice medicine.
Ready to go!
Raging cascade! Reload! In here! Ready to go!
Going in! Far enough!
Radiant here!
Oh,
Can't
damn
do
it.
that!
I let my... Guard down!
Raging
Dragon
storm!
Swarm!
Resuscitation!
Try this!
Celestial!
Come on! You have to
I'll
hold
bring
on!
you back from death.
Going in! Plenty left!
Not
like
this. Win. Carve now! Go
Glacier
off!
no
Seal!
gun yet.
Here's evil! More for the stockpile!
Can't get out of this!
Freeze Lancer! Shiny Supernova! Whoa! I'll bring you back from death to this! Sleep now!
Dragon Swarm!
Resuscitation! Get you all tucked away!
Dragon Swarm!
Heaven and earth! Mega Ray! A wailing dancy of lightning!
Is this it?
Glacial fire! Too much to handle! Ready! This one's mine! Not in your dreams! Here's a healing arc! Photon
Let's go.
Hey, malevolent!
Swappy!
Arc radiant!
Not done yet!
Hurricane Flame of Fury!
Beast of Fire!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Lightning Raging Cascade!
Try this!
Breath!
Is this it?
There! Shiny Supernova! Amazing! Not long to go now. We couldn't have done it without you.
Can't get out of this!
Thanks! Come on! Let's see when you get in there and finish. This fight. Here's the evil.
Ready and rare!
I don't even know the word defeat. Reload! I'm out of ammo. I'll bring you back from
What I
death's
can
abyss.
do!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Back into the fray!
No dawn shall break
Ready,
this night!
ready,
Benediction light!
Lightning!
Heal!
Yellow dance!
What? No! Nothing
This one's
here!
mine! I'm all stuffed up! This one's mine!
From beyond, imbue this
Lightning!
From beyond, imbue this
Gravitas
vanquished
field!
soul with love! Resuscitation!
By the power of flame!
Captivity!
Catapult!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul
Dragon
with
Swarm!
light!
Fury!
Resuscitation! Try this! Benediction light! Explosive ring! Heal! Thanks! First strike!
Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Here's the
Watch
evil!
yourself. I sense incredible power.
Talon hurricane!
Here's a healing
In a bind?
First aid!
Eagle assault!
Quiver blast!
All stories here and now!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Regenerate!
Freeze Lancer!
It's in your hands now.
Here, let me help.
Dragon Shout!
That'll bring you down.
Eagle assault!
I'll bring you
Eagle
back
dive!
from death's abyss. Resuscitation!
Armor won't
Here's a
save
healing
you!
arc.
I owe you one!
Spirits within the
First
soil.
strike!
Awaken and
Searing
wreak havoc.
flame! Reload!
Talon hurricane!
Not my
Dragon
finest.
Swarm!
Mega ray!
A scream
I'll
bathed
bring you
in
back
blood.
from death's abyss.
Rending you a bloody howling!
Resuscitation!
Forgive me. Not my fight.
Dragon Swarm! Try this! I can't move!
Glacial Spear, here's evil! Freeze Lancer! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Not done yet!
Lunar Crucible!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Explosive ring!
Resuscitation! Let me show you what my art can
Dragon
do!
Swarm!
Rise and shine! Eat dirt! Resurrect!
This should do it!
Bring you back from death's abyss!
Soil. Awaken and wreak havoc! Try harder!
Masterful cast!
Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Fire ahead.
Explosive ring! It's come!
A thrilling performance.
This one's mine!
I've let you all down.
I can't move!
I'll bring you back
Can't
from
get out of
death's abyss!
this!
Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
What was with that creature? It was some sort of a Zoogle that could control light. Rinwell, do you think that could have been...
The true form of the Phantom Flower? No, it couldn't be.
What makes you so sure?
Because...
What the...
Whoa!
What the hell is that? Is the enemy back for more?
Whatever it is, it's freaking huge!
You guys, calm down. It's okay. It's probably... No, it's definitely the Phantom Flower of Navira. I read about it in that book we found earlier. It was described as a mysterious light floating up in the sky. It's not dangerous at all. In fact, this is the place it was first discovered.
So that's how it got its name then. You sure it's not some enemy astral art being cast at us?
Positive. I think it's just a rare and unusual weather phenomenon more than anything else.
Cyslodia obviously used to be covered in darkness around the clock. But with that gone, I guess that's why we're able to see this again?
You could be right. It's so pretty though, isn't it?
Sure. But it's so big we could have seen it from town just fine, couldn't we?
Well, sure, but still.
Hey, who cares where we saw it? I'm just glad we got to see it at all. Besides, that Zoogle was what kept us from seeing it before, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's such a gorgeous night sky here. You should really bring Shion out to watch it.
Right. Right. I'll, do that.
It took a lot to get here, but I can't help but feel like a dream of mine came true. Thanks, Law.
I didn't do all that much, really.
Well, I still really appreciate it. It made me really, really happy.
Hey, you know
Oh, it looks like you can see it even better from over there. I'm gonna go check it out.
Huh? Hey, wait! Rinwell. You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
I can feel my precision improving.